Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Good morning, dear devotees. Thank you very much for joining this beautiful morning. Krishna has been so kind to wake us up safe and sound so we can utter His holy name with rapt attention. We are still on the 28th day of our Braj Mandala Parikrama near Brahman Ghat, which is very dear place for the ISKCON devotees, as Prabhupada has also performed some pastimes there. Hari Bol. Before we can have the entry in the 12 forest of Vrindavan, we need to become a sincere beggar to beg the mercy of those who eternally reside in the 12 forest of Vrindavan. With their mercy only we can have an entry in the 12 forest of Vrindavan, which is actually our eternal home, where Radha and Krishna perform the transcendental pastimes 24/7. And they never put one step outside of the Braj. So let's beg the mercy of the divine couple Radha and Krishna, Giri Govardhan, Panchatattva, Lord Nrsingadev, Vrinda Devi, Nama Prabhu, Lakshmipati Tirtha Maharaj, Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his eternal associates, 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, Swarup Damodar Goswami Maharaj, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Lochan Das Thakur, Purushottam Das Thakur, Abhiram Das Thakur, Parmeshwar Das Thakur, Baldev Vidya Bhushan, Uddhava Das, Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji, Vipin Vihari Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhagavad Das Babaji, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, and our dear Srila Prabhupada, who took so much austerity, leaving aside a perfect situation, living in Braj, came at an advanced age in a cargo ship, having a couple of heart attacks on his way. Implicit faith in the holy name and in the words of his Guru Maharaj make him successful. He has laid down the path for all of us to follow in his footsteps. If we follow these 2 instructions, attachment to the holy name and implicit faith in the words of Guru, our life will become successful. Also, we would like to beg the mercy from the lotus feet of our spiritual master, who is constantly striving to fulfill the prophecy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and inner core desire of Bhakti Vinod Thakur and dear Srila Prabhupada, that this Hare Krishna Mahamantra will be chanted in every small town and village, giving an opportunity at least to the human being to deliver the soul from the nuisance of this material existence and become free from the cycle of birth and death. So we are at the Brahman Ghat, and we are reading some realizations from the devotees, as they are so kind to share with us. And we can learn so many things through the realizations of the devotees, because they have experience, and when we hear it, it will give us the impetus to follow in the footsteps. So with that hope, Vimal Kundadas from Thailand tells us how the Association of Senior Vaishnavas has created for him a tremendous opportunity to learn. Quote, some years ago on Parikrama, Radharaman Swami arrived at one kund with his assistant and prepared to bathe in it. At that moment, a Bengali Mataji also approached the Kund, hoping to bathe. Maharaj's assistant saw the awkward situation and sent the Mataji away without Maharaj being aware of what had happened. But when Maharaj found out that the Mataji had been sent away, he felt bad. He considered it his fault that she had been unable to bathe in the Kund. So Maharaj wanted to beg her forgiveness, but he didn't get the opportunity to do so because Maharaj couldn't find that person. 6 years later, same Mataji was back on the parikrama, and at that time, in front of all the devotees, Maharaj begged her forgiveness. That incident, Vimal Kund Prabhu is saying, changed my heart. I was amazed that for an apparently insignificant fault on his part, Maharaj was still intent on asking forgiveness. But we, on the other hand, commit so many offenses, but hardly lament them, what to speak of begging forgiveness. I remember one incident, how popped up we are, that we were in the Mayapur Parikrama, and I was in a bus. You know, on one side there are 3-seater, one side was 2-seater or something like that, both sides 3-seater. But we were in a bus, and the Mataji was sitting, and then next to them was brahmacharis. And they are shouting like anything. You know, women are this, women are there. And I was looking at that, why they are so afraid about sitting beside women. If your heart is pure, what's the problem? So it goes on for like 10 minutes, changing the seat and everything, and then I can't resist. I say, you brahmacharis, why can't you see as your mother? Then what is the problem? Why you are making a big deal? You take birth from the womb of your mother. How can you disrespect a woman? Because their heart is not pure. That's why external thing can bother them. So we can learn so many things from the life of Vaishnavas. So here, Prabhupada have special affinity for this place because Srila Prabhupada bathed at the Brahman Kund with his disciples. And see what does the association does. We have to always seek the association of senior Vaishnavas that we can learn from their life. Prabhupada then took his group to the place beside the Yamuna where Krishna had shown his mother all the universes within his mouth. Touching the water, Prabhupada said, "It is too cold for an old man like me, but you take a bath," unquote. "I will put a few drops on my head." And he redirected the woman to a separate place to swim, where the Indian woman bathed, and men plunged in and began swimming. They sported in the water as Prabhupada stood on the bank of the Yamuna watching. Suddenly, Prabhupada put on a gamcha, walked to the river edge, sprinkled some water on his head, and then waded in up to his knees. The devotees were delighted to see him duck beneath the water and begin bathing and splashing with them in the Yamuna river. Haribol. What that is, so that when you see the devotees, Prabhupada is an elevated person, but still he wants to join with the devotees. That's the key thing that we should learn. Always seek the association of the devotees. What a wonderful pastimes that we can dwell on early in the morning. So we do start at the Brahman Ghat in the Brahmurta, in the association of all the eternal associates of the divine couple, our previous and present acharyas, blissful Brajvasis, and wonderful assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis in their association. Let's invite the divine couple in the inner core of our heart, where we have erected a wonderful throne for the pleasure of the divine couple with lots of labor of love. And with nice diamond swirls and sapphire stones, we will be washing the divine lotus feet with the water we will be collecting from 1008 tirthas, including Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, Prem Sarovar, and Ganga cha, Yamuna chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalosmin, Saninitin Kuru. Washing the divine lotus feet will wash away all the sins that we may have incurred in the previous and this life, making us an eligible candidate to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with rapt attention. This is a glorious moment of the day for all of us. That Krishna is so kind to allow us to worship Him through our mind in Braj. We will dry the lotus feet and offer them the most fragrant incense cake for the pleasure of the divine couple. And then we will light up the ghee lamp to perform the arti. When we perform the arti, we pray at the divine lotus feet, please be merciful to us. We are so fallen. So we can imbibe your most beautiful, most attractive, transcendental form, which is very dear to our mind and heart. That transcendental form may constantly appear within our vision when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, particularly in the early mornings. It's possible. Also, we pray at the divine lotus feet, please give us the memory that we can remember that Krishna always kind, well-wisher of all of us, that He resides very close to us in our heart, closest than anyone else in the creation. Just looking for a moment that we turn toward Him, that's all it takes. He's so attractive. How can you not get attracted to Krishna? Unless, as Raghunath Das Goswami says, that we remain on the Asatsanga, Gramya Katha, looking for the liberation, cheap liberation, and trying to go to Vaikuntha, then there is what is the way that we will get attracted. That's the problem. But we have so much interest on all other things which has no relations with Krishna. But when it time comes to even dedicate in the morning, we struggle because we are giving our mind to wander around in the temporary things for many, many hours. Also, we pray that please at least one time enlighten us why we are suffering in this material world. There should be no cause to suffer, physically, mentally, spiritually. Krishna is so kind. He will remove all the obstacles to the degree we surrender to Him. So let's give our mind and heart. He has shown His mercy. He has waken up safe and sound. Otherwise, so many people go to the bed. They never wake up. So let's give our mind and heart to the holy name. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.